This is Tony Baca, Senior Vice President of Safety at Berglund Construction Company, and this week's safety report toolbox talk is on incident investigation and reporting. So we have an individual that parked in this spot within the last few days. We had a suspended board on this elevation of the building, and as you can see, we've got a protective pedestrian canopy with a 42-inch guardrail system on it, and we're meshed in on our board. So our engineering practices here is we mesh in, we have our canopy, we have our board for fall protection and to defer any aggregate from coming out into the streets or striking a pedestrian or vehicular traffic. In this case, we had an individual that stated some aggregate had somehow, some way struck the windshield of the vehicle, damaging it. So today I'm out here to do an investigation. What we typically do with something of this nature is when someone reports to us damage to their vehicle created by our task, my superintendent will take their statement, take some photos, fill out an incident report of the damage, property damage, call it into Fred Berglund and myself, and then henceforth I come out and I do an investigation to determine whether or not this could be a valid claim. So there are some processes that need to take place. The individual that's claiming damage, we would like for them to call the police and get a police report. And if we feel that we're at fault for this, we would have that individual go and get a couple of estimates. Everything would be handed over to our risk manager, who would then contact the individual parked in this spot, and action steps would take place in order to take care of the damage to the individual's vehicle. So when this happens, call it in ASAP so that if I'm available spontaneously, I can come to the scene and I can do an investigation the day of. But getting that call in within 15 minutes is deeply appreciated. Once again, if it's significant damage, the individuals working on the board would be suspect to the incident and would be asked to go for a drug screen. That's Berglund policy, determined by myself, safety, and then of course the general field superintendent and whatever that incident may have created as far as damage. Let's talk a little bit about this. This happens to us about 3 or 4 times a season, where people are looking for reimbursement to damage to vehicles because of suspended work. Let's talk about it on our jobs this week. Let's have a safe day. Let's have a safe week. Thank you.